We get started. Okay, so Mr. Rich, let's talk about health, which is the topic for Tuesday, week 2nd. The topic is how, the first question, how do you keep healthy?
Well, a number of things I like to do on a daily basis. One of them is to eat healthy and exercise a little. The easiest thing would be to just walk around some sort of a distance every day. And these are the things that I like to do every day in order to keep myself healthy.
Okay, so what is your favorite sport?
Well, since I'm Indian, so it would be easier to say cricket. Right? Definitely, I'm no exception that I like cricket as well. There are a number of reasons behind it. This is the sport that I grew up with. I actively participated in my younger years, and still now I like to play cricket on weekend as well. So.
Okay. Are there health classes in your school?
Say that again.
Are health classes provided in your school?
Well, not precisely. These are not the classes, but definitely we had an hour every day to participate in any sports activities that we liked, and it was kind of tradition at that time. But definitely not the classes, not the education, but it's just the time that were given to us to play and participate in sports.
Is it easy for people to exercise in your country?
If I am being honest, I would definitely say it is quite difficult. But these things are changing nowadays. In the past, there were hardly any gyms, particularly in small cities, but that had changed. Secondly, the government has built multiple parks where people can regularly exercise in the evening. So definitely things are changing, but these are not where it should be.
That's very fine. So this was the end of the part 1. Let's move to part 2 that says describe an adventure you would like to go on. You can say what the adventure is, where you would like to go, who you would go with, and what you would like to do, and explain why you would like to take that adventure. You have 1 minute to prepare your topic, your evaluation. Is here.
Yeah, I wouldn't need a minute. Yep, an adventure.
Yes. You can keep it, don't miss it.
Yes. There are a number of things I have thought about doing, and these things are quite adventurous. My personality, I would say, quite adventurous. I like to do things that are quite adrenaline high, and it gives me pleasure. One of those activities that I would like to do is to go hitchhiking. I like to do this activity on my own, preferably, but I wouldn't mind a company, since these activities can be dangerous to a certain extent, so definitely I wouldn't mind a helping hand along the way. The perfect place to do this would be a hilly area. So definitely, if you're talking about India, I think northern part would be quite suitable, more precisely Kashmir. I think there are a few places that I've looked up on the internet that would be quite suitable to perform this activity. The reason why I was inclined to think about this kind of adventure is that I watched a movie called Vertical Limit. There were a group of people in that movie. They were climbing the mountains, and it looked kind of adventurous yet dangerous, and just the quite right mix that people would like to do. And yeah, definitely that movie kind of pushed me toward this kind of activity. This is pretty much that what I would like to do as a part of adventure in my life.
Okay, so let's talk about the third part, and my first question is, what kind of personality should a person have to be able to take risks?
Definitely the adventurous type. Right? People the kind of people who are not afraid to take risk are, definitely the adventurous type. Yeah, so one of them is definitely is the risk-taking, kind of personality. And the other thing that they should have is the courage to overcome challenges along the way if they are going to face any. So yeah. that's
Okay.
pretty much.
Do adventures expand your horizons?
So say that again.
Do adventures expand your horizons?
Yes, it kind of play a huge role in developing someone's personality. People who have been taking risk in their lives are normally the adventurous type, as I mentioned earlier, and definitely these kind of adventurous activities play a huge role in the eventual becoming of a man. So yes.
Okay. What kind of people love adventures?
What?
Kind of people love adventures?
Well, if I have to answer superficially, I would say people who do not have a regular 9 to 5 job. They are the people who would be able to afford to go to any place without a minute's notice. However, having said that, the people who have been, going to the same job, at the same time for some time, they definitely need a break from all sort of monotonous life in their work. So, yeah, these people may opt for these activities, but it's the people who are relatively free from daily work that are more likely to go to perform these activities.
Okay, so this must be the end of your speaking test for Tuesday.